Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. This is card number 2 using the Cottage Wreaths stamp set. I've also got some of the designer series paper from the the Delightful Floral set, which is an online exclusive. And this idea is very close to something in the catalog, but I just changed up a little bit. I'm using the Countryside Corners dies to cut out the greeting and to cut out the background. And the saying, "Some people just make life better," is right from the kit. So we've got Fresh Freesia and we've got Pool Party. I've got some Pool Party ribbon that's in the annual catalog as well. So I've got my North American card base, and I've got a 5 1/4 by 4 in the designer series paper from the Delightful Florals. And then I've got a piece of basic white, large enough for this die. And then I've got a scrap that is large enough to do the greeting with. And I've got my greeting right here. So let's start with stamping the greeting. So I'm stamping the greeting in Fresh Freesia. And I'm just going to pop that down right in the middle, like that. And that's didn't stamp very dark, so I'm going to do that again. I think I might need to just move the ink around on my ink pad a little bit. So let's just pop that down now. Okay, and we'll cut that out. So I'll close up my ink pad for now. And I'm going to bring in my mini cut and emboss. And we'll put our greeting on the plate, line that up, and I'm just going to put a sticky note on to hold it down. And then we will run this through. And there we go. I'll just run that through, and we've got that cut out. So there's our greeting. That off to the side. And while I'm here, I'm also going to cut out the piece for the center. Now it's going to clunk and snap just a little bit because I can't really put this at an angle, but it does fit in the mini cut and emboss as well. So, except now I've got it jammed. There we go. I find the smaller cut and emboss is fantastic for taking places and using at retreats and things like that. It can be a little bit finicky. Sometimes if you've got a very detailed die, you really have to make sure your plates are just offset just a little bit so that it'll feed everything through. Anyway, we can go ahead and we can do our stamping on here now. We're going to take our Pool Party and we're going to stamp across the top like that. And then we're going to do the same thing kind of across the bottom as well. Like that. Okay, we're going to come back in with our Fresh Freesia and the little fronds, and we're going to stamp those up high enough that they can be seen. So then we're going to come around this way and stamp those down. I'm going to pop one right in there as well. I think that's probably enough. And we need to take our ribbon and we're just going to zigzag fold it across the middle. So I'm just going to put adhesive right across the middle like that to hold the ribbon down. So I'm just going to lay it down in the adhesive fold it back like that, and then back up like that. And then I can just trim my end off. Looking for my scissors, and they're right by my hand. So I'm just going to give that a trim like that. There we go. And then I'm going to take the greeting, dimensionalize it, and pop it on the front of the card, right in the middle, like this. So it's going to cover up any adhesive we had underneath. And then we can take our paper. Isn't that just gorgeous? I love the Delightful Florals paper. And again, that's an online exclusive, so it is available. Slide that down like that, and then we're dimensionalizing the back of this as well. So I'll just put some dimensionals in the corners here, and I'm going to put one right in the middle like that. The reason I pushed down was because I wanted it to be between the dimensionals that I put on the front, so that it doesn't kind of make it double thickness. Sometimes if there's too many dimensionals lined up on top of each other, then it costs you more to post the card. Okay, so then we just put that right down in the middle like that. And there's all kinds of ways that you could decorate this up if you wanted to add color around the edge with a blending brush, or if you wanted to run this through a folder. I really like it just as it is, nice and clean and simple, but just with a little bit of interest to it. So thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.